Welcome to the Generation Cedar podcast. I'm Kelly Crawford, wife and homeschooling mom to 11. You have come to the right place if you crave to live and parent with purpose and need encouragement and inspiration to do your most important job, raising kids for the kingdom. Join me here every other Monday for your short, powerful shot in the arm. Let's dive into today's episode. Today, we are going to start a series called Unlocking the Power of Homemakers, How the Heart of the Home Shapes Society and Our True Identity. I think you're going to be super encouraged by the series. I believe it's a 5-part series, so every other Monday you can come back and get the next part. So today I'm going to start with a quote by J.R. Miller. He wrote a book called The Family. I've loved it, read it a lot over the years, but it goes something like this. Homes are the springs among the hills, whose many streamlets uniting form like a great river, society, the community, the nation, the church. If the springs run low, the rivers waste. If they pour out bounteous currents, the rivers are full. If the springs are pure, the rivers are clear like crystal. If they are foul, the rivers are defiled. A curse upon homes sends a poisoning blight everywhere. A blessing sends healing and new life into every channel. I just loved that. In a recent post I wrote, I quoted an article in which one line has stuck with me and encapsulates so much truth. It said, for the woman to be a homemaker was to be an executive over the central nervous system of society. The author of that article went on to say, the home used to be the place of oikonomia. As it lost that function, the notion that anyone would be stuck there became torment. When a woman says, I'm a homemaker, most people who hear her think laundry, cleaning toilets, changing diapers, which someone else could do just as well, right? Which is why if a young woman exiting high school answers the what are you going to do question with prepare for my profession as a homemaker, her answer is received with shock and dismay. And the reason that is because we don't understand home, much less what a homemaker should be. Think about the term, the central nervous system of society. I like it even better than the overused and trite expression basic building block. What happens when one's nervous system is damaged? It's the worst injury possible to a human body and the most likely to result in death. So what is home? If home is the central nervous system of society, then you could think of the homemaker as the executor of what happens in the central nervous system. Perhaps we could compare her to the nerves making it all happen. So if you remove that executor, the homemaker, from the home, what we have is a very dysfunctional and disabled body, a dysfunctional and disabled society. Yes, there are many, many noble careers and professions, but to hail any more useful than the profession of executor of the central nervous system of society is to harm ourselves on a large, devastating scale and to miss the most profound way to influence the world. What is home really? A lot. That's why I'm going to do this series. So over the next few episodes, I'm going to unpack the details of what Wedgworth meant when he said the home used to be a center of agriculture, economic affairs, and education. It was to be a master of arts. It was to be a farmer. It was to be a maker. It was to be a temple, a sacrament, a superlative. So I hope you'll join me. And he ends his article with saying, gone are the days when things can be decided by force. We have to do it a different way. We must persuade. Indeed, we must woo. So that's just the introduction to the series. And the next episode, which will be 2 weeks from today, will be our true identity. We have to understand what our true identity is before we can understand the role it plays in the home. So I hope you'll join me, and I think it will be a huge encouragement to you. Thanks so much for listening to today's episode. I want to invite you to come over to my blog at generationscedar.com. I have been writing there for 17 years, and you'll just find a treasure trove of encouragement, inspiration. I talk about all things Christian motherhood, parenting in general, and homeschooling, and so much more. I know you will be inspired and encouraged. And I would just love to connect with you too. If you subscribe, we start a conversation and you'll receive a weekly question and answer and also a link to every other week's podcast. So hop over there, subscribe, and let's chat. Hope to hear from you soon.